All right, guys, so I'm standing in the engine bay of my 68 Chevelle. The motor is at the machine shop currently. So I thought I would address a couple things here, why I got it out, and it's easily accessible, like this heater hose bracket. This has kind of been annoying me. I think we can make something a little better here in the machine shop. I know I can go buy stuff. It would be half the work and, you know, it'd probably be just as good, but I don't like being like everybody else. Kind of like to make my own thing, and we had the skill set and the equipment to do it, so why not? So let's see if we can get into this and make something a little better, a little more detailed, and a little more custom. All right, guys, so a little setback here. I want to catch you guys up where I'm at. You see the wall thickness on this right here? I really wasn't liking how that was turning out. And I don't know, just as I got into it more, I really didn't like it. So knowing I was probably going to scrap this piece, I tried to make a cut in here to see if these two machine screws were going to fold this down for me and close it up the way I wanted, but it's not gonna, but that's okay. This was gonna be a sacrificial piece. So where we're at now, take that one, put it aside. I got another one going here. Obviously, one of these holes has got to be a lot bigger yet, but you can see we got some more meat and potatoes there for material. So now what I'm gonna do is I'll cut this. I'm gonna slice it all the way through, and then we will bolt it back together, and then we'll put it back in the bridge port, and we will bore the holes out with the boring head so that the holes are perfectly circle once we cut this relief in there, so we don't end up with two ovals. But you can see the thickness of material there. So we got another 1/4 of an inch. So it's okay. This was something I had laying around, and I tried to make it work, but it just, I don't like how it's coming out. So no big deal. This is where we're at, and we'll keep going forward. We'll head over to the bandsaw. All right, well, it looks like we're got the opportunity to test out this new handle on the push sled on the bandsaw. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so we got the saw cut done. I wanted to show you guys, if you look at the holes now, see how they're kind of oval shaped? Well, that blade thickness is 60 thou, so we lost some material. So that's why I left these holes a little undersized. Now what I'll do is I'll bolt this back together, and I'll put it back in the Bridgeport and true them holes up and take them to my final diameter. But first I'll take it in there, and I'd probably just hit these, you know, with a face mill just to clean them up just a little bit, and then we'll flip it over and get the holes the size. So I just wanted to point that out to you so you guys can see what's going on there. All right, you see me run the face mill across the two pieces there after we cut it in half. So we got them all cleaned up and nice flat surface. You can see it comes together pretty nice. Might try and blend this outside edge in a little more, but and then I went ahead and hit it with the boring head to machine out the holes so they're perfectly round again. I don't know why, for some reason the camera didn't start, so I apologize, I don't have that on video. Next step's gonna be, I'm gonna drill and tap a hole over here to run a screw from the underside of the fender well to mount it so you don't see it. So when this is on the car, this is all you're gonna see. There'll be no mounting holes. Plus it'll help hold this in position when you're jockeying around with the hoses and the other half of this. So yeah, we'll get a hole tapped in there, and I'm gonna knock all these edges off, probably put a little 45 or something on there, and we may hit this on the surface grinder, try and blend these edges in a little bit so they disappear. Let's do it. All right, guys, so here we go. We got this thing finished up. Put some flutes in the top of it, as you can see, for a little accent, little design. That bottom hole that I talked about drilling and tapping, we got that in there. It didn't come out too bad. Got all the edges chamfered real nice. Kind of a cool little piece. Seams come out pretty good. So the reason I put them chamfers in there, them flutes, there's the valve cover that'll be on the car. So these kind of tie into that, kind of go with the flow of everything. So yeah, I'll get this thing mounted on the car and we'll see what it looks like on the car, and you can see some still photos of it. All right, so this is what it looks like on the car. Try and zoom in here, and the light's really reflecting off of that thing. They come out pretty nice. Looks better than that hanger. Try to make it come down nice and even with the fender well there. So yeah, that's what it looks like. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. Too much, not enough? Let me know. Be curious to see what you guys think.